Hello everybody and welcome to the 5th game of Group A of Advanced Wars Tournament Series. Today we have Tepho representing Brazil that lost his last 2 games against Lord Pazuzu representing Mexico that won his first 2 games, so he's looking up to be the first place of the group for now. And Lord Pazuzu banned Semi, Haifong and Hidden Edge for maps, and Tepho didn't ban anything, so in the end they're playing on Normadie is the name of this map, and they're both playing Adder, so let's get the game started. So early game they both are just okay, now I got the units to face right, so this map is very interesting because of the lander and the black boat. The black boat can be used to transport infantry to this weak side, I would say. And this is what Lord Pazuzu is going for right away after capturing his base. And Tepho already captured his base as well on the center, his third base, and the airport. And no black boat yet for Tepho. I don't know if he could have moved the infantry, I don't think so. So now Lord Pazuzu is capturing his airport, and already we see some jeepers on the play. Lord Pazuzu is using the lander to boost his infantry for those early captures here, while Tepho is sending his lander away here with 2 infantry. And now Lord Pazuzu is already capturing those properties on the other side of this little lake here. I don't know what you call this really. And Lord Pazuzu goes for an early recon, his first unit that is in infantry. Tepho is capturing the port near his bases, and he goes for an early transport copter as well. I don't know if that's a great call because this black boat already can transport all the infantry you need to this side, I think. Now Lord Pazuzu is just moving this infantry here. This map is kind of funny because there's always some infantry here that will be moving slowly along this little thing here. I don't know what you call it, it's kind of bugged the tile here. And Lord Pazuzu only made infantry. Tepho is using his transport copter to rush, let's say, this con tower. He gets the port capture and starts capturing this city right here as well. And he gets the port and this other city and goes for a recon as well here. Now Lord Pazuzu captured his port here and he's going for the con tower without the transport copter. And he put his recon here as well. I don't know if that's necessary as well because I think the recon can kinda reach in 2 turns here, but there's a woods forest here, so I'm not sure. Maybe he boosted a bit his recon. And he goes for an early battle copter, that's interesting. So now Tepho is just moving his infantry forward on his strong side here. And Tepho starts capturing his con tower as well. He makes another recon. I think his other recon is inside this lander. Lord Pazuzu captures those cities and the con tower. For now, nothing too interesting. He has a bunch of infantry here. I mean, he has almost 20 infantry. He has like the lander I mean 16, I think. Or 17, I'm not sure. Where did his recon go? I'm not sure. Oh, it's here. Okay. So, yeah, he has 16 infantry right now. And yeah, Tepho must have something along those lines. Tepho went for a mech, actually, and Lord Pazuzu went for another battlecopter. Let's see if Tepho builds an anti-air or another battlecopter of his own. So Tepho is moving more along his weak side now here through the HQ, right? And this mech will get inside this transport copter. Sorry. So Lord Pazuzu is capturing, and Tepho build an artillery, which I think is interesting. He's saving up for something, I think. I don't know why he didn't build a tank or a transport copter or something. His lander is not even in position to transport this artillery. So there's those initial fights going on. Lord Pazuzu interrupts this capture by Tepho and builds an anti-air. I mean, he already has 2 battlecopters, so I guess it makes sense to build an anti-air. Tepho's recon is going forward, and his artillery as well, slowly going through this forest thing here. Now Tepho sees the recon of Lord Pazuzu hidden in these woods. And Tepho is a bit behind in capture. Already. It must be because of this early interruption by Lord Pazuzu. Now Lord Pazuzu is attacking with his battlecopter. And Tepho can see both the battlecopters now with his recon. And Lord Pazuzu recon also interrupts this capture by Tepho, so Tepho is having some trouble capturing right now. And Lord Pazuzu is already even on unit count without buying any units, so I think this should signal that Lord Pazuzu is probably going to get ahead now, with 2 tanks and an infantry. Tepho kills this infantry. The transport copter is moving this mech here. I think he was moving towards here, but he changed his mind. But I'm not sure if that's a great idea, because on this side, Lord Pazuzu only has battlecopters. He also tries to capture this property again and goes for a join, so he has some extra money here. I'm not sure if that's a great move, because, I mean, this recon, Tepho doesn't have a response for this recon. Tepho also has a tank that I didn't see that he bought one, but I guess last time he built one and I didn't catch that. And he also went for another artillery and an anti-air, like double anti-air now, against those 2 battlecopters. Lord Pazuzu is gaining some control on this side that is Tepho's Stone Tower side. Lord Pazuzu is also getting a nice engagement on this mech, doing some damage and killing some other stuff with his battlecopters, some infantry mostly I think, and the recon that Tepho had here. So now Lord Pazuzu is 2k ahead in income, and soon to be 3, I think, if he gets this capture, but Tepho probably will interrupt it. And he goes for a tank and a battlecopter. So there's some fighting going on here. This is mech attacking this infantry. I don't know if that's a good move. He almost kills this infantry, but no luck on this one. And he gets a battlecopter and a recon. Goes for some other engagements here, interrupts this capture, very important, and kills this infantry as well. And this one with the recon. So overall he's taking a bit of control around here. I'm afraid though that with this recon coming in this anti-air, Lord Pazuzu will take control of this area, and he's kinda winning around here as well until the anti-air comes in. Next turn, Tepho probably will be in position to kill some battlecopters. But Lord Pazuzu is pulling back now his battlecopters. He knows that the anti-air is likely coming, and Lord Pazuzu just moves in with his stuff. He keeps his 2k lead for now on income, and he already got a bit of unit value lead and unit count as well. And he goes for 2 tanks now that he has 19k income. Tepho uses his lander to bring this anti-air and artillery here. The mech goes for some suicide mission there. He gets the lab on the center for vision, I guess. The transport copter is coming back to pick up this. Okay, he's not picking up this infantry. He can pick up whatever infantry comes here. And the anti-airs are chasing the battlecopters, but the battlecopters are around here now. The infantry is in position, some nice engagements here, but nothing too surprising. He goes for a mech and 2 tanks now. But Lord Pazuzu got his seal power. I think Tepho had his power, but he couldn't really use it right. He didn't have this much vision. And Lord Pazuzu is just... yeah, again the sound effect for side slip. And now Lord Pazuzu is gonna get some nice engagements. This one he couldn't have got before. And he goes for the... oh, this is artillery getting killed before getting a shot off. This is really sad. The tanks are moving in. This tank is gonna do some nice damage to this recon. It's gonna die to the infantry now. The infantry is moving in. The battlecopters are going to this side, I guess, because there's some anti-air here. But they're not gonna achieve much for now. They're just chilling. And Lord Pazuzu gets some vision on the mountain and is just holding on here wisely, I think. Now he has 3 battlecopters, 3 tanks. The anti-air, the recon, really nice army composition as well. He goes for another anti-air and a tank for some more balance, I guess. Tepho is moving in. He's finally getting some of those captures, I guess. He's now 3k behind in income. He hides this infantry here for some vision, probably, maybe trapping some units. If he gets lucky. This tank moves in, does some nice damage on this infantry, but I'm afraid maybe Lord Pazuzu can attack this tank on the next turn or the other. Tepho is coming in with his recon and a tank and the other tank. And he's really behind on unit count now and value. He goes for double tank and recon. I mean, that's fine, but I think he already needed to have a bigger arm around here, I think. Lord Pazuzu is gonna smash this side right here. I'm pretty sure, actually. Now he's just killing all the infantry around here, denying all the division around the count tower. He's probably going to take that soon. And he's moving in here. Oh, he's gonna get a nice shot on the anti-air and destroy this tank with the battlecopters as well. The anti-air moves in and destroys the last infantry that was standing around the count tower. The other tanks are moving kinda towards this side already, since he already took this side pretty well, pretty decisively, I would say. He uses the lander to boost his anti-air and tank a little bit, and he gets a bomber. Now that he has a real nice income. I think the bomber is gonna be really hard for Tepho to deal with. He only has this anti-air around here and he needs it for the battlecopter, so that's gonna be tough. The mech gets a real nice engagement. Sorry, I was kinda distracted. Yeah, the mech moves in on the anti-air, really nice value. Either superpower is really useful, can do some pretty crazy stuff. Coal superpower as well, but I think coal superpower costs more. I think that's maybe 2 bars of those more, I think. So weather is way cheaper. And at this point, Tepho is really behind. He only has like 22 units to 30. And Lord Pazuzu goes for a side sleep as well, since he got his power after all the engagements Tepho took last day. And now I think he's gonna just smash everything Tepho has pretty much. Yeah. The anti-air is gonna take a lot of damage from those tanks. There's more tanks moving in. The infantry is trapping the anti-air, so he can't even run away. He sees that artillery, though I don't think he can attack yet. He starts capturing properties on Tepho's strong side. He kills the mech. Pulls back the anti-air to heal. And I mean, there's not much Tepho can do. He only has this infantry here on the mountain, takes some vision. The bomber is moving in, but I mean, the game's pretty much over. The bomber is just the nail in the coffin, I think, at this point. And Lord Pazuzu just buys 2 tanks. The artillery uses some infantry. He couldn't even shoot at these tanks, unfortunately for him. Now he's taking some nice engagement against those tanks, but he has no anti-air here, so those copters are gonna do a lot of damage next turn. The mech is moving in here with the transport copter. I don't know if that's gonna work. Lord Pazuzu has a lot of stuff here. The battlecopter is moving to the right. And Tepho finally gets the anti-air and the tank, but I think it's kinda late now. The copters already did the damage they needed to do. This artillery is gonna die, and this tank as well, probably. Lord Pazuzu starts capturing with a 3 HP infantry, but he probably will join with this one later, I think, if he really wants to capture, but at this point it's really hard for him to lose the game. He shoots at this infantry on the mountain. This tank gets killed, and this one is pretty low as well. The bomber is moving to the left side, I guess fearing some anti-air around here maybe. And the lander is gonna transport those 2 tanks here. Not sure if that's worth it, really. I think for infantry, this boost move is really good, but for tanks, I think, yeah, they can pretty much just move in here. I mean, this one, yeah, I don't know. I guess one of them got like here, so that's nice, but doesn't matter too much. But if you have the lander, might as well use it, I think. So Tepho is going for the same move. putting some anti-air and tank here. The battlecopter is coming here as well. He takes some decent engagements, but I mean he's really outnumbered, even on his strong side now, so it's really tough to fight back really. Even his transport copter takes some good damage from this tank, and he buys 3 tanks. And now Lord Pazuzu is going in really hard with the power. The anti-air is gonna take out. Okay, no, it's not gonna take out this infantry, but the recon takes out the infantry on the mountain. So Tepho's vision is really bad here right now, and the bomber takes out a tank, his first target for now. The infantry tries to get a nice row on this tank, but it doesn't work. The battlecopter is going in. Now he sees the other battlecopter. I don't know if the anti-air isn't in position yet. Isn't. Now he's just killing all the stuff on Tepho's strong side, and he has double the units without even buying, so the game is pretty much over now. The lander comes back. This time Lord Pazuzu is just moving. Yeah, I guess this tank is 1 tile further if you use the lander, but it doesn't matter too much really. And Tepho goes for the superpower again. But I think either superpower, I mean the power is cheaper, so I think you might as well use the power as much as you can, like spend the power every time you get it. Unless you really can't get much value out of it. Unfortunately, I think the first seal power Tepho couldn't really use it because he didn't have vision to get nice engagements. And Tepho is trying to fight back. He has almost 20 units now to 30 of Lord Pazuzu, but it's really tough. I believe the anti-air took out a copter last turn in this copter, but the anti-air just gets taken out by the bomber now in the tank. Now Lord Pazuzu is really just finishing the game, I guess. He's killed everything on this weak side of Tepho, and the strong side is looking pretty rough as well. Tepho has a bunch of tanks, but I mean 3 tanks, but they're all trapped in here, and he doesn't have a response for this bomber yet, and I don't think he will have one in this game. Lord Pazuzu gets new tanks now. He has new tank chains, I guess. Not really, because his income isn't quite that high, but he's almost at that point. He's capturing this property as well. And Tepho gets trapped in here, so he can only kill this tank, but I don't think he would be able to reach other units anyway. Tepho used the lander to boost his artillery and moves in with some infantry. At this point he's almost afraid of letting his infantry here. I think I agree, I would be afraid as well. They're just gonna die to these recons. And Lord Pazuzu even gets another power. Oh my god. This is gonna be rough. The bomber kills the recon. I guess he's afraid of some anti-air, but there's none at this point for Tepho. He kills 1 tank, starts capturing 2 properties of Tepho that I don't think he can do much about, and starts capturing all this stuff right here. Oh my god. He kills the infantry that just got off the black boat. That's really sad. This infantry is just moving in, and then at this point the game was already over for quite a while. I think it was very hard for Tepho to get back, but now it's pretty much I think even the capture limit maybe will come into play. And it's kind of unfortunate. I was trying to invite more low-level players, guys that I played against on Global League, but it turns out some of them were in 700-ish rating, which is like silver or something, while Lord Pazuzu and Zielinski, I think is his name, were around 1,000, so they're almost like diamond players, so it's not that fair, I guess. But I hope people had fun at least playing those games. This tournament, this first season is more of a pilot, I think, like a test, so we can get more players to join the competition and hopefully have some more balanced matches next tournament. And hopefully we'll have like divisions, like lower rated players playing against like 700 and 800 players playing against each other, and having matches that are closer, and players that are around, I don't know, 900 and 1,000 playing against each other as well. And maybe we can even get like the top fog players, the top fog players to join us as well. But I don't know, we'll see what will happen in the future. But hopefully next game is gonna be closer, next season as well. But this season we already had some pretty close games, but Lord Pazuzu is really ahead of the competition. He won all his games, and Tepho unfortunately lost all his games, so Tepho is already eliminated, I guess. And Lord Pazuzu went ahead in first place of Group A, so that was it for now. I'll cast the last game soon of Group A, so stay tuned, subscribe if you like the video, and like it and all that stuff, and I'll see you guys next time.